Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another No Man's Sky guide. We're going to be talking today about a technique that is to merge parts together without using any glitching. As you can see behind my gag, we are having the hypnosphere. I forgot the name. The hypnosphere. I did make a guide about this as well. I will drop it in the video because I'm not going to cover this, how to build this one. I just want to talk about the basis of it. What is the foundation of this technique? And don't worry, this is not glitch building at all. This can all be done purely vanilla. So let's go to the back here and let's have a look at a few examples. Now, let me start with explaining what the technique itself is. So if you, for example, take, I'm looking for the sphere generator. You will see that the sphere generator is a part that hugs the wall. That means that if I place it against the wall, it will flatten against the wall. If I put it against the ceiling, it will flatten against the ceiling. So this part is not very useful for this technique because we do not want this to happen. What we want to happen is when we take, for example, the short-range teleporter, you will see that it is not hugging anything, but I will be able to merge this through the floor. Now, I use the glass floor, so it's easier to see what is actually happening. You don't have to use a glass floor, of course, or you can use a glass floor at the beginning and then replace it with another floor. So I'm going to place here, I'm going to go under the floor. I'm going to bring back my teleporter. I can rotate it if I wish to do so. You can see that this teleporter is now merging through the floor. If I do free placement, I can simply place it like that. You can see that the teleporter is now poking through the floor and placed like I wanted it to be. It's going to be a little bit merged in the floor, which is not a bad thing. It might actually something that you want to have a little bit of a sunken floor. Now, the advantage of this is that because I'm underneath, the snap point or the connection point that where the teleporter is not obstructed by the other teleporter. That means I can place several of these in the same location. So if I go here, we go to free placement, I'm going to rotate it again like that. I'm going to place it. Then I can rotate a second one, place it here and place it once again. And if I want, I could do a third one and place it here. Now, this can be used either for decorative, if you want to make a very fancy machinery or something, but this also can be used for teleporter bridges, elevators, things like that, which I did make a guide about the teleporter bridge. I'm just not sure if it still works. I need to double check that. The elevators, I never made a guide about it myself. But this is a very easy technique to get things to merge together without having to glitch parts together. It's of course not as precise as glitch building, but it will do its work. But yeah. Now, this was just the explanation how it works with a little bit of an example. I'm going to show you 4 more examples on how you can use this technique to make some interesting designs. So the first one I want to do is the bubble pipe. So I'm going to place the bubble pipe here on the glass floor for the moment. Let's see, bubble pipe. I'm going to put that bubble pipe here. I'm going to try to get it a bit straight if it's possible. Like that. I'm going to remove the floor. And then we're going to go on the bottom of this bubble pipe. We're going to look for the center somewhere here. And then we're going to look for the emergency heater. This is just one example. I'm going to scale it down just a tad, place it in the center there, and place it. Because now, of course, I need to free place it as well. And now I can put my floor back. And here you go. You have a nice heater inside the bubble pipe, which you can actually activate. Does have a very unique look. Would perfectly fit into one of those mad scientist laboratories, or whatever you want to build. So this is one example, a very simple and very unique look. All right, the next one we're going to talk about is the window and the arch. I did make a video about it with the snapping point, which is much cleaner as a result, but this will work as well if you do not want to spend that much time in creating your different snap points. I can just build an arch here. I can go to the bottom of the floor, then we can take the wooden window, and we're just going to merge the wooden window here. We're going to put that all in the center of this floor, like that. Then we're going to rotate our window a little bit. We can enable it. We can still look if it's pretty straight. If not, you can adjust it. You can even bring it a little bit more inward to the wall like that, and then just build it. Now you can see I got a glass window inside my arch, and I can continue doing that. If I want to expand on this, I can bring my stone frame. I think this one, stone large window. Put it like that. You can see we have a nice, good-looking window there that really doesn't look that bad. It's pretty straight as well, to be honest. I thought it would be worse. But if you want to use the snapping points, I would definitely recommend snapping points. Check out the video. I will drop in the description as well. All right, who is the next one? The next one I want to show is the kiln and the fire pot. The kiln fire pot. What is it called again? The kiln fired pot. Now the problem with this kiln fire pot is that it's not fire. So we're going to work on that. So what I want to do, I want to take my flaming barrel. Now the flaming barrel, I'm not entirely sure where this comes from. I think it might be an expedition reward or a quicksilver reward. So if you don't have it, then I'm sorry, you might have to find some other solutions for this. I do not know if there's anything else that causes fire like that. What you could do maybe is use one of the, let me see. You could use one of these industrial pumps or small generators because they do create some smoke, which could work as a different look if you want to. Now, let me just jump into the fire kiln, the flaming barrel, and we're going to start with the flaming barrel. So take note, I cannot start with the kiln because if I start with the kiln, the collision of the kiln is too large on the bottom to get the flaming barrel in there. So I'm going to start with the flaming barrel and then we're going to merge the kiln in it. So we're going to place the flaming barrel. I don't need to be there. I can just put it here like that. I'm going to scale it down a bit like this. I'm going to remove the floor. I'm going to duplicate this one and we're going to go to the bottom of the fire pot, or to the flaming barrel. I'm sorry. We're going to center it into that flaming barrel like that. We're going to free place it and we're going to scale it up until the flaming barrel kind of disappears. And I'm just going to, we can go a little bit bigger and then place it. Now you will see that my pot has now some fire. Now, if you want, you can actually make it smaller. If you do not want to see that ring of the flaming barrel, you could make it a little bit smaller so it's only the flames coming through. But this is a very easy way to add so much more atmosphere to your base by using a pot with the flames coming out of. Anyway, that's about it, what I can tell you about this technique. It is a very simple technique. I don't need to explain that much more. Just a few examples to get your brain working and thinking about all the possible things you can do with this technique. I hope this was informative. If you found it helpful, then a thumbs up would be highly appreciated. And I will see you again for another video pretty soon. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.